Hello, Facebook, YouTube. Where's those ducks at? There it is. Hey guys, what are y'all doing over there? You're walking away from me, huh? The duck was in my way when I just got up on the sidewalk, and they're on the side over there, and they're taking down the Christmas stuff because Christmas is over. Thank God. All right, the pond, no swimming action. No duck swimming action. It's getting green there. Whoa, almost dropped my iPad. But it's that situation. What's up, man? All right. No ducks underneath there. But the topic of the message, very important message. Very important because, well, I'm always irritated, spiritually irritated of what's going on and what's continually going on concerning blindfolded religious Christians and, of course, a blindfold world. But the blindfold religious Christians irritate me the most about what's really going on and what's happening around us. You know what I'm saying? And it does really bother me a lot. And I have to, and that irritation has to inspire me to do a video. Yes, it does. It irritates me concerning what is being ignored and what needs to be aware of concerning being a Christian, Oh, my Clemson friend, has won the national title. I guarantee there's his house. I don't know if you can see his little crimson helmet. There's his little crimson helmet. He's gonna probably start yelling. He probably had some crimson party somewhere. They won a great, well-played national championship. But I'm going to run into him. I got a feeling I'm going to run into him today. He's probably going to horn like crazy when he ride by here. So I'm waiting for his horn. And he's going to rudely interrupt my video. But the topic of the message that I want to talk about, the reality of, I think I got the title, I'm not sure. I think I got it. It's called The Reality of Do You Have a Warview or a Play View? Yes, a war view or a play view. Now, what am I talking about? View. Well, here's the thing. Those that say they study the Bible and read the Bible from, I was meditating on the pattern throughout the Old Testament, all the way from the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? You find God's people from, of course, we know Moses did not go. They didn't go to the promised land the first time go around because the giants were there and they saw themselves as grasshoppers, the size of grasshoppers. They didn't go. But now they tried to go another go around. Certain, I forgot they call Amorites, I don't know, Elakites or something. They came and attacked the people, the children of Israel, and those that know that story, that as long as Moses' hands were up in the air, they will win the war. As long as his hands are down, they'll lose it. And eventually in that process, unfortunately for Moses did not make the promised land. They went to the promised land. And then, Joshua came along, and Joshua, they, about the marching around the walls of Jericho, and they marched around the walls of Jericho, they blew the trumpet horn, and the walls fell down, and they conquered their enemy in victory. They won a war courtesy of the obedience of God's word, the obedience of God's word that I do want to express right there. They won the war, against their people. And oh my God, I knew I was running my mouth, y'all. I'm telling you, I was running my mouth talking. I say, he's going to be somewhere near here. I know he's going to be somewhere. Man, y'all know I was called. I looked over this house and see if he was there. But y'all, look. Oh boy, look at this. Oh boy. I knew. Oh, we got the sun. We got the sun. The sun is going to harass me now. Oh, he's going to probably harass me later, You can call it out. Number one.
I think we number one.
Yeah, they won. No. Hey, great victory.
Yeah, it was. Yes,
great
it was. They
victory.
destroyed Bama.
Great victory.
And a true freshman at quarterback and a true freshman at wide receiver.
So the destruction gonna continue. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy your victory. The sun got me now. That gonna get me. Okay. See, I knew I was expecting them coming at me. But anyway, the victories, the war. But guess what? In order for them to now, I wanted to title this message, the war for promise. Ooh, I might title that, but I don't know. But I wanted to talk about the war for promise, the war to obtain the promise. See, when God's pattern, you have to go to war. It's a war, like, I started Joshua, saying, okay, Joshua, fast forward, bam, well, King Saul, well, I could go there, but let's skip there. Let's go to David. Let's go to David, because I want to just show this consistent pattern of God. That that's David. David, of course, the story, went against Goliath. In the war, there was war against the Philistines that was in the land. That they were promised. See, they were in the land that they were promised. And guess what? How they got the land, God didn't, bam, come up and strike the whole Philistines at lightning, He didn't light up the Philistines and killed all the lightning or cause a plague in Gath. That's what they stayed in Gath. He didn't cause a plague in Gath to kill all the Philistines up. He didn't do that. He didn't, do it. But they had to go to war because God is not king anymore, because the people wanted a flesh and blood king, the king they want a flesh and blood king. So God can't really just do his, kill the Dead Sea, kill the enemies off the Dead Sea. He couldn't do that, because he's not king anymore. Now the king has to, take care of the affairs that are going on concerning Israel. So, of course, King Saul getting beat, against the Philistines, and they're afraid of, their champion Goliath. And David, like I said, came in and defeated Goliath, and they had to fight and continually fighting for the sake of going to war for the promised land. Come on. Going to war for the promised land. It wasn't going to be given to them. they had to go to war for it. And of course, David got in trouble concerning, leaving the battlefield, and then Bathsheba comes out, naked in the pool, and bam, committed adultery with one of his soldiers. And but it's all about an affair of an ideal of war in order to obtain the promise. How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm on YouTube, Mac, M-A-C-K, Johnson, The Reality. Check it out. The thing is, it was always been a war affair to obtain promise. Now I kind of talked too long, so let's talk about this idea of Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins. You know what I'm saying? And gave us the blood to cleanse us, that we can be, Genesis 1:26, made in the image and the likeness of God. Now this Pharisee named Saul got knocked off a horse and was converted and became Paul the Apostle. Oh my goodness. Paul the Apostle, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, now he is, now God has chosen him to send letters to the church to show them how the structure of the church is supposed to go. I think this might be. Hello. Busy talking. The thing is, this is what the idea. Hello, how you doing? Hey, don't. So he gives out letters, and these letters are talking about, just get the promise, just get the promised land, and it's just gonna happen that you're gonna be, Genesis 1:26, made in the image and likeness of God. It's just gonna be given to you just like that. No war, no kind of fighting, no fighting a good fight, the faith that he said in 2 Timothy. No, you don't put on the whole armor of God, and put on your armor to fight against the wiles of the devil. Oh, you're just gonna get this promise just like that. It's just gonna abracadabra, presto, your promise. And no, you don't see that in the scriptures. You see war, the spirit war against the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You see a war going on, and all it talks about, majority of the time, about a war that we have to go to war to obtain things. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, the Christian viewpoint, you know what I'm saying, is so much about, these days about, obtaining things. It's about, getting blessings of prosperity, prosperity gospel. Give me a house, give me a car, give me whatever, give me a jet, give me clothes, give me this, give me that, give me this, God, give me this, God. Genie, God in a bottle, fulfill my wishes, pretty much I'll kind of call it. Kind of see, there's that viewpoint of Christianity these days, that, give me this, give me that, you know what I'm saying, is what the ideal, most Christians are like, hey, God, come give me this, protect me with this, give me your provision, give me this and give me that, and I'm going to be blessed. But, I can kind of live for you. I can kind of follow your word. But it's like, give me this and give me that. But here's what I want to kind of put I don't know what to call it. But you think people that go to war to Iraq or Afghanistan, you think they're asking their sergeant for a car? Are they asking for a expensive car, or a expensive house, or expensive food, or expensive things? You know what I'm saying? Is these people that is at war, that's serving our country, you know what I'm saying, in these places, are they asking for expensive stuff, and asking for this blessing and this and this and that? You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Keep running to a lot. They asking for that. How you doing? No, they're not asking for all this kind of stuff. They're asking for things, war material, war weapons. Hello, how you doing? War weapons, war material, war weaponry, and they would rather ask for a tank than an expensive car. They will ask for some more bazookas, I don't know, rifles, guns and more what's the thing called, grenades. They will ask for things for the sake of for items to try to win and fight to win the war. So the question I'm asking is to you Christians, do you have a war point of view concerning spiritual warfare, that you're here for the war and you understand that this is a war? Or do you have a game point of view? Because this world system is about playing games, but playing temporal games with temporal stuff that ain't gonna last you and not going to last long, and you're not even guaranteed to have the things that is obtained to you in this world ever. As what Job said, naked as you came, naked as you leave, the Lord give it, the Lord take it away. All the stuff that we have in this world is not promised that you will have and keep for the rest of your life, and your life is not promised that you will live another day. You don't understand that point of view, so you will go in your lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and pride of life. And the definition of lust is want. You want this, you want that, you want this, and you want that. You want to play lustful games in this world system, is what the very thing that Satan's strategy is all about concerning his kingdom of darkness, to keep you blindfolded, to not see that it's an eternal heaven that wants, that desires you to follow the war strategy that has been given to you according to the scriptures, that you follow this, that you will be about going to war and spiritual warfare against the kingdom, principalities and the powers and the rules of darkness in this world. Spiritual wickedness in high places is supposed to be the war strategy that is given to us in the scriptures. And if we don't have a war point of view of how we go to church or go to whatever event, if they're not giving you a war point of view, they just giving you a point of view, say, oh, become a minister to obtain wealth, become a minister to be liked by a lot of people like you, go be a minister to be popular. If they giving you this point of view, that is the world point of view. You know what I'm saying? We're here for war. We're here to obtain weapons to come to defeat Satan and his kingdom of darkness. We are speaking the language of a sword when we are about speaking the things of God. We're not speaking of just something, a word that gives somebody to tickle their ears and, make them laugh and make them feel like, they kind of got something right and something like that. We're here for war. This is about war and will always be about war, to obtain the promise of us going to heaven and saying, well done, thy good, thy faithful servant. You know what I'm saying? And not, depart from me, for I never knew you, you worker of iniquity. You know what I'm saying? This is how it works. You know what I'm saying? You better be about developing a war point of view if you're trying to be a Christian to truly serve the Lord, but not this game. I call it game point or game view, that you're playing games in this world system and Satan is playing you and getting ready to steal, kill, and destroy you, that you can be end up with him in the lake of fire in the beginning. This is how real it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to see how it's going on, but you can't see it in their carnal mind of what's, being blind to the deception that's around you. But you have to see from a spiritual minded to see this truth, that this is war and this only can mean war. And I need to be around people that is about going to war and not going around playing games with this temporal world system that is ran by Satan. Is what you need to have, that mindset, is what I'm saying. Romans 8:6, Hello, how you doing? Have a wonderful day.
Well, I'm not leaving.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right, that's the message. Hope you got it. To God be the glory. Him forever and ever, in Jesus' name. Amen.